back. Um, I was thinking about the videos the streaming I was doing yesterday. So I decided to kind of look up some topics. Um, Topic that is in the was the 2020 election stolen with Trump's new allegations of China. Um, I'll just tell you now, I don't think the election was stolen in any way. Well, not the presidential election in 2020. I mean, that was litigated multiple times, um, and Trump was even in office, and they weren't able to find a substantial level of fraud that he was claiming. So, yeah, I don't specifically think it was stolen. Now, there's no doubt that China and Russia are trying to interfere or trying to sway people into voting a particular way. We do that in other countries, so it's only logical to think that they're doing it too. I mean, that's kind of how it works. So, yeah, no way it was stolen. However, it is definitely not as safe as Democrats say it is. I mean, in some places, in some states, you could literally just have a person say, "Oh yeah, this person is a citizen," and they're able to vote, or they need someone to vouch for someone, and then any illegal could just vote. So, and let me get into why mainly I think the 2020 election wasn't stolen. Um, the fuck, I got too much shit on me. The main reason is because he won in 24. It would make no sense for that China was able to completely influence and steal the 2020 election, but weren't able to steal the 2024 election when they had one anchor babies from all these Chinese billionaires and millionaires that are in America. That could sway local elections pretty easily, depending on how many they have and where they're placed. They could place them strategically to make sure no area can be blue again. But anyway, yeah. So having that, if they stole it in 2020, that added or including the 20 to 30 million illegals that came into America during Joe's term, that if they already stole it in 2020, 20 to 30 million more illegal voters should have clinched it in 2024 too. So it wouldn't make sense they were able to do it in 2020 and with better odds and more people in the country that would vote your direction, they would also be able to vote. So saying the 2020 was stolen, I think, is completely absurd since Trump won. Really, I think um, Trump was a very big change from Obama. The way he speaks, his antics. So I think 4 years of Trump doing that, people were starting to get a little sick of Trump. I remember when he went to do his meetings with the other nations, they were kind of making fun of him. I mean, I was a Democrat at the time, so I really hated Trump, but everything I was watching kind of made him look like an idiot. He was stubborn. He didn't have the right people behind him, and Sleepy Joe or Joe, he just looked like you know, like old, like the. I need to empty shit. Fuck. Yeah, so I think in 2020 they just wanted to be done with Trump. They tried it, and they thought Joe would bring them back to stability and you know the calmer, less divided way of life. But bringing in 20 to 30 million illegals, you're going to feel that. And I think when the country wasn't improving, when it seemed like it was getting worse, and not only that, but a president seemed like he was in the early stages of dementia, I think that really made people say, hey, you know what, screw this. Um, we don't care. I think a lot of moderates, too, they were like, you know what, screw Trump's antics. This is worse than that. And that's why I think they decided to go back to him. Because after they had Trump, they went to Joe and they saw just how bad life would be and how kind of incompetent they all seem. I mean, socialism obviously can't work, it's retarded. Every country that has ever tried communism and socialism has failed, and any that are doing somewhat successful are pretty much capitalist countries. The most of their things that they give to their people have to be, you need some sort of fat cats to make the money that are actually working to give a bunch of nobodies a bunch of money. And they have two policies that are just completely at odds with each other. Having unlimited people come in and giving everybody, free healthcare and benefits and stuff like that. It's all just stupid. So yeah, I think just the fickleness of people is can really explain why we had two elections, or actually three back to back. Trump won in a landslide, then Biden won in a landslide, and then Trump beat um, Kamala Harris by a good margin. So yeah, I think that just explains it. Now, I do think our local elections might be way, way, way worse off, and way less secure because, I mean, by the nature of them, they are less secure. Local, they have less people voting. I guess, I mean, they would definitely have a lot less oversight as well. So, and there's a lot less people you would have to kind of influence. I think locally it's easier to influence because, you know, you get the local channels. You don't have to kind of, you can kind of pick where and when you want to, dish out information on the other person, make them look stupid, or to really build up what you've done particularly. Yeah. Unless I see definitive proof, like I haven't gone through. I'm not an expert on um, whatever Trump was showing, and the evidence that he was bringing out. So I can't read it. I don't know what I would be reading. Um, if multiple different experts come out and they're able to confirm what Trump was saying, um, still, even though there was definitely fraud in the election, there wasn't enough to sway it. I mean, look at the litigation and then the recount that ended up finding more votes for Joe. I mean, it was pretty definitive back then. So yeah, every country is trying to interfere with everyone else's. Um, they all just want to try to control others. Pretty stupid, but that's politics, I guess. You gotta hurt the dummies to come out on top. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm thundering. It's and I just don't feel that great. I'm still passing the damn kidney stone, so I'm in so much fucking pain. But yeah, after yesterday thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I need to have some topics to talk about, or else it might just be super boring. So yeah, first on the list about the stolen election, definitely, definitely not stolen. But if there is information that comes out and they're able to corroborate it, then I'm not going to deny it. At that point, if it's proven, fuck yeah, you know. But if it is proven, Trump better start arresting people. I better see so many different news articles saying, oh, this person's arrested, and then I want them all tried and publicly executed for treason. If you conspired with another government not only to sway the hearts and minds of people, but to also steal power for yourself, you need to go to jail. It can't be
Look, you're pissed off. I get it. I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
I came here to get some dude ass. Who better to get dude ass from than the cereal maker?
Security's too good.
Damn, bro, what am I a fucking? I must be a retard. Oh, good. This one is easy. Yeah, so I'm still waiting. I'm waiting for smarter people than me to go through everything. Um,
That's it.
because I can only be swayed by evidence, proof. Um, yeah, evidence and proof are two things that are going to sway me. I used to be an emotional little baby boy. Used to be a fat little professional victim Democrat, but no, I grew up. Well, I didn't grow up. I just saw some, and that's the one video I did want to make was the story behind my name. Former Dem, current Patriot. Um, I mean, I don't think it's a particularly interesting story, but it's a story nonetheless, and it explains how I was basically like every other Democrat, just hated Trump, hated Republicans, and thought anything we did politically was justifiable. Like the ends justify the means. These people are evil, so anything we do is good. However, never was a fan of violence at all.
Contact
Violence
detected.
just
Possibly.
I don't want people to be hurt. I don't like seeing people get hurt. I don't like especially animals. People, you know. I could definitely watch
Institute authority. Terminating intruder.
I could watch like 100 people be brutally murdered before I could see like two dogs get murdered. I don't know why, but it hits my chest different.
Kellogg has ordered your termination.
But speaking of that, you know what? I don't even remember what my point
Losses
was.
multiplying.
Pretty much, I just need logic. I'm not some punk ass Democrat. Oh, I hate violence. Yeah, violence just isn't for me. I don't like seeing it. I don't think there's really a point to seeing it. Um, I used to watch Live Leak. I literally watched people um, jump off of buildings and kill themselves. I used to watch um, murderers who had filmed their stuff. I don't know why. It was more with curiosity mostly. Um, but yeah, it's not like violence. Well, sometimes violence can make me kind of cringe, only if it's like an innocent pet is usually when I care. Like I could watch a super violent movie. I mean, I've seen um, Freddy versus Jason, some of the Nightmare on Elm Street old movies, and a new movie. Um, Also, I've seen I think Friday the 13th and whatever wax movie where people are like wax statues and that bitch gets like shot in the face or speared in the face. Something happened. I don't know. But yeah, I can watch it. It's not like it doesn't really affect me. But watching like news, real life people, that's when it can kind of get a little much. I don't really enjoy seeing even watching and seeing like homeless people. It's sad. Um, but yeah. So more topics. Let me think. Oh, the Nolan Wells case. Well, that's not a very hard case. I mean, from the very beginning, it sounded terrible, like a no-brainer. This kid was murdered. But the more you look at it, the more details that come out, it's just a bunch of bullshit. I mean, initially he was found in the water. Police said that there was no foul play that could be seen, and that we would need a toxicology and an autopsy report. Right off there, you could you might think he was attacked, thrown off the boat, and then, they drove away, left him there, but I don't know where all of this racial stuff came in. Well, actually, I do know. It's when they hired Crump. Um, but it's just so ridiculous the way people are going about this case. For real. There's no common sense. There's no sense of responsibility to find the truth rather than to put forward a narrative. I mean, from the beginning, I mean, you could tell all of the kids, they were friends, you know. Oh, well, let me get back to what I was talking about, the case. So, yeah, in the beginning it looked bad. It looked like some white boys took a black kid to some random empty island and then murdered him and then just came back without him. Then slowly you start hearing that, oh, well, actually it was a 4th of July like party and they were hanging out there and there were some other people there. So, oh, okay, a couple other friends, I guess. And then there's a video where Crump came out and falsely said that the voice in the video was Nolan, but turns out it wasn't. So that was something quickly debunked. However, you could see that on the island there were so many boats, so many people of every color. There were plenty of whites, plenty of blacks, and plenty of, everything in between. So after figuring that out, then we find out that they were having some boat issues, needed to be towed, and Nolan said he was going to stay on the island. I mean, if you're like me and you have your friends, you went to an island, you're on a boat, and you're about to go home because the boat's having issues, and your friend just says, "Yeah, I'm going to stay and talk to these people." I mean, he did have other friends there. It's not like he was, the odd one out of that whole island of people. He had a friend that came in a different boat because his boat didn't have room. But he had other black friends there too. And for some reason, because the people who he went there were all white, they think the three white boys who left early as fuck because their boat was sinking, they think those kids were the ones that killed Nolan on the island full of people. No, that doesn't make sense in itself. You have to dissect things because too early thing, I mean, too often people are just so quick just to put false information out there, try to muddy the waters, try to, you know, do some counter offensive tactics to kind of, I don't know what it's called. Fuck it. I'm not a very talkative person, but I mean, I'm at least partially logical. That's why I'm doing this again after um well, my dog is a lot better, so I don't have to constantly watch them every second of the day to make sure they don't puke and die. But yeah, there's I just watch so many videos and I feel like I have decent things to say. I feel like I'm decently logic, but I can't really type comments because they're so fucking long, the things I want to say, and ain't nobody gonna read that. So I figured doing stuff like this would be better. I could get my voice out there, um, and just have fun while I'm waiting for places to call me back for a job. But yeah, you just gotta dissect things, look at things just pretty much plainly. Get rid of all of your prior, biases and just look at things for what they are. Kids having fun. Why would, I mean, first off, Nolan's keys were somewhere in someone's house that he left, and then the phone was on the boat. But in that kind of a situation, you have to swim from your boat to get to the island. You can't just there's like no pier for you to park a boat or dock it and then, just walk straight. You have to swim. So, unless you have a super good waterproof case, I doubt anybody was bringing their phone onto the island. I mean, it just makes sense. Why would you bring your phone onto an island with barely any service when you could just leave it somewhere in the boat and it would be safe? So that's why I don't see anything suspicious with them having his phone and keys. I mean, Nolan literally left the keys there. They had to a girl who was there at one of the white kids' houses with Nolan that day had to call the white kid to let him know that the keys were actually in his house and to let him know exactly where they were because the father, Nolan, showed up to the kid's house and was acting a fool. Or actually, no, I'm not going to say that. That's not accurate. I don't know how he was acting. I'm not going to assume. But from the way he was describing it, it seemed kind of like a heightened emotional situation. So there's a lot of things you don't think about as a kid. I mean, I wouldn't have thought twice if, we were going somewhere and then one of my friends said they were going to stay. I mean, I'm the least social out of everybody. I'd rather just go home and chill, maybe play some video games than hang out on an island with a bunch of people or even hang out at someone else's house. So basically, I was always the designated driver in college, pretty much. Yeah, just getting drunk somewhere didn't really tickle my fancy because why would you ever want to be blackout drunk around random people? But anyway, the main thing I'm trying to say is there is obviously no racial issues, no racial hatred, nothing like these race hustlers are trying to peddle. It's just a bunch of bullshit. And the easiest way you could tell is just by the way people are reacting to information. Even when something is debunked, they're still trying to find a way to make it lead back to those three white boys killed Nolan in cold blood because he was black. Now, everything we've seen so far shows that those kids are probably the least likely to be the killers. And when there was an interview with the coach, I forget who interviewed them, but the coach from that school, he was interviewed. Even he said there was absolutely no kind of racial divide, racial hatred, nothing. I mean, it's so annoying because there are plenty of black on black crimes that never get the kind of attention that um, crimes like this when there's a white and a black person involved. So these people aren't doing it for morality. They're doing it just to make them feel better about supporting something or being on the quote unquote right side of history in this event. Which is all just bullshit. I mean, unless the autopsy and other, you know, detailed information show that the kids had something to do with it, they're the least likely to have killed him since they left. He was alive when they left, so that that just doesn't make any sense to me. And then not only every time they try to interview too, they always have someone that wants to bring up racial tensions. I mean, this isn't like the 40s. This isn't pre-civil rights. This is 2026 where literally everybody has the same rights under the law. You couldn't choose a better place and time to be alive than America in 2026. No matter if you're trans, black, other culture, as long as you're respectable, as long as you're not crazy, as long as you can use common sense and logic and you're not just an emotionally out of control person, people don't really care what race you are. I mean, what's going to affect you more? The color of someone's skin or the way someone acts all day? Yeah. If it isn't obvious, it's how someone acts all day. They're going to be, you know, yelling, probably throwing parties, acting loud, getting mad at you for no reason, thinking you've disrespected them. I mean, it's just all behavior that nobody wants to deal with. So it wouldn't make sense that you would attribute bad behavior to a certain particular race and think every person of that race is the same. Black people, that goes for you too. I mean, I hear people saying out there that your black kids aren't safe with white kids, when statistically, 86% of crimes that happen to a black victim happen by a black perpetrator. Crime is very normal, and a majority of it, over 80% for both, well, it's 85 or 86 for black people, and I think 83 and 82 for whites, but it's still over 80% of crime is going to be interracial. So technically, Nolan couldn't have been in a more safe place. And that's just stats. Easily, you can look it up. I mean, they're just readily available. So, not only was this a statistical improbability that they killed him, but it's way more likely that someone, if he was murdered, that someone of his own race would have been the one to do it. But, again, you never know. I mean, we could be shocked. These three could be masterminds. They could have somehow carried it out, got towed back, and then done all of this, somehow still kept the phone, didn't think about, breaking it completely, throwing it in the water. No, they just kept it. And one other thing, they talk a lot about things on his phone being deleted by the white kids. When it was Snapchat that she was referring to, and I mean, I barely used it when I was younger, but from what I remember, the messages are supposed to disappear. You're not supposed to, or the whatever picture you sent. And now they were talking about locations. I don't know anything about locations for Snapchat, but I do know the Life 360 app. So it's not weird that an app that's not used for locations and GPS wouldn't show the exact same detail and up to date GPS that an app dedicated to that would. So that makes sense why Snapchat was showing one thing and then the Life 360 was showing another. Simple. And they keep saying that things were deleted, but I have not seen anything mentioned in the investigation that would show that anything was deleted from the phone so far. Which, again, they have to go through that. They need um, cyber forensic team to go through and make sure that they have all their ducks in a row, make sure they're looking at everything to make sure that nothing was in fact deleted. Because if something got deleted, then that's definitely very suspicious. Obviously, that's something that you could use in court to specify to show doubt of the story of the boys. Boosted or excited? Oh wait, this is focus boosted, but this is a pistol. Okay. Institute pistol, you can go. Institute rifle, you could go. Okay, yeah, sorry, I just, like I said in my last videos, I don't have a way to really record. I don't want to be live on screen. Um, I'm not the hottest person, so it wouldn't even make sense to show myself. So, streaming like this is the only way I can stream without a computer. Um, I have something in the background, so it's not just a black screen with my voice. But that was pretty much what I wanted to talk about, the Trump stuff, how the election definitely was not stolen in 2020 unless, you know, multiple experts are able to analyze and say otherwise, and pretty much to just talk common sense about the case. I mean, so much is just being thrown out there, whether intentional lies or people just taking advantage of the situation to make money. You just have to look at certain things. Like, an autopsy is going to tell you what injuries he had, and experts in the field would be able to determine the cause of death. Which obviously, if there is, blunt force trauma anywhere that's not consistent with any, known rocks in the area or areas that he could have slipped, if it looks like an actual man-made, weapon or something of that nature, then we know he obviously didn't just drown, he was murdered. That would either open things up or it would close it by saying no, he was very, his alcohol level was at a certain point, and when him and the girl obviously didn't click like he thought they would, he probably remembered that the guys were leaving, or he remembered hearing it at some point, and he probably went to try to catch him and went and swim. I mean, I'm an idiot when I'm drunk. I do the stupidest things. So it's not that hard to see how he could have just drowned by being drunk and being in the water. So yeah, there's just so much we need to just let the investigation take place. I mean, why would they think just because they're in Mississippi, and that since this place was, racist in the past, that it's going to be like that now, and that any white officer or detective isn't going to provide a fair autopsy or a fair investigation of the entire situation. Like, what kind? Imagine if it was reversed. Imagine if there was a black detective in a mostly black area, and one white kid went with a group of black kids, and the white kid was dead. And that white kid's parents were calling racism, saying they killed him because he's white, and then saying that because the officers are white, that because the officers are black, they're not going to perform the investigation correctly. They don't have the ability to do that. Do you see how fucked that is? How can you have a double standard so obvious? It boggles the mind, but yeah, hopefully I wasn't too all over the place. This isn't gonna be a long one. I barely played any video games. I just did shit, and I do want to continue this, so I may continue without talking because another stream. I'm gonna be watching a stream soon. All right, but let's get to the game. Next time, hope maybe I'll do some more. Maybe I'll make like almost a PowerPoint presentation with specific things because I need to be kept on topic. Really, if I'm not kept on topic, I can ramble and go off into tangents. In case you couldn't tell, I have very bad attention deficit disorder, and I'm even on medication for it, but I don't know if it helps or not. Sometimes I can feel really concentrated and on topic, on task, but okay, now I'm just gonna go kill Kellogg. Come on, boy. Kellogg, you got some splaining to do. Where's my kid, bro? Where's my baby boy? I'll take that fusion core. Thank you very fucking much. Ooh, beer. Enough battery. I'm whacking it back. Packing it, smacking it, whackety pack. Whack it back, pack, whackety pack. Nah, this.
Nice.
Fuck, I forgot. I need to stop searching when I'm playing on stream so much. Okay, now I gotta go this way. Cause I killed that fucker. Oh, damn. Hello, messieurs. Okay, stop getting distracted. Open this door. Who is in here? Nobody. Ooh, stim pack. Oh, fuck. Okay, that was worth it. What's in here? Nuka Cola. Ooh, password. I need duct tape. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Oh no, stepbrother. She's stuck. Wait, I've already been in here.
You got guts and determination.
I got more
It's
than guts.
admirable.
I got two
You are
giant
driven ahead
testicles.
in ways you can't
Okay, am I dead? No, but I'm dying.
possibly comprehend.
Oh, I ran out of Molotovs. Damn, that motherfucker was strong. Let's see what he got. Yep, you see, that's what I wanted. Oh shit, synth chess piece. Hmm. I don't know. Left arm can stay. I mean, I'm gonna take it, but I'm gonna get rid of all the damn rifles. Ah, I didn't run out of Molotovs. Okay, that's cool. Pulse grenade, I guess, is cool too. I don't give a shit about the pistol. Fuck, these batteries are heavy as shit. Yeah, they're the heaviest. And then the fucking typewriter. Got two screws, so I think I need it. This has nuclear material. Cigarette carton. It only weighs one. Oh, let me get rid of the food. The fuck? Oh, okay.
It's not too late.
You're right. It's
Stop.
not too late to
Turn
shoot you in the
around
fucking
and
skull,
leave.
dog.
You have that option.
No, no, I don't.
Not a lot of people can say that.
You killed my son, bro. If I let you go, I just look like a little bitch. That's right. I got the administrative powers, bitch. Oh, thank God. Fuck.
Got it.
Okay, I need tape. Excuse me. Oh,
Sweet.
holy mother of Christ. What is all of this? Sorry, I got all quiet. My stomach hurts and I feel the kidney stone moving around, and that shit is it don't feel great. Holy tits on a camel. How much weight did I gain? Uh, um, is that better than mine? Yeah, this is better than mine. Okay, fuck, I don't want to get rid of all this shit. No, I'll just eat the ribs. Shit, there's only a pound. Fuck it, I'll just come back from the batteries some other time. That has less screws. Damn, the weight really falls off. Okay, I gotta get rid of some of these guns. Scattered, boosted. Okay, the range on this is ass, so I'm getting rid of it. Also getting rid of these damn grenades. Focus, yeah, that one is good. Automatic laser pistol. That's not too bad because it's automatic. Okay, what else can I get rid of? Fuck. Uh, I'll drink a few of those. Alright, motherfucker. Why do they always have so much cool shit?
Hell yeah.
Ooh, permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking. Damn, I'm sneaky as fuck, though. Oh, shoot. Hello. Come out, wherever your bitch ass is.
Yes.
I mean, I don't need to open that. What the fuck is it? A little late to the party, brother, but whatever. Freeze. Where are you at, Kellogg? I want to kill you.
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My sins are standing down. Let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk about how many bullets I'm going to put in your forehead. I've got 999. Let me guess, your sensor down, but your
And there he is. Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. Funny. I thought I had that honor.
back up, bitch tits.
So you murdering, kidnapping psychopath. Give me my son. Give me Sean! Now!
Right to it then, huh? Okay, fine. Your son Sean. Great kid. Little older than you may have expected. But I'm guessing you figured that out by now. But if you're hoping for a happy reunion, ain't gonna happen, pal. The boy's not here.
Oh, well, that was the only thing keeping you alive.
God damn it, you mercenary motherfucker. Where is my son?
What's the cliche? So close, but yet so far away? That's Sean. But don't worry. You'll die knowing he's safe and happy. A bit older than you expected, but ah well. At least he's in a loving home. The Institute.
So where is it? Huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside.
Unless the
Not until it
monster
takes
is
a
actually
village.
an illegal
But
alien
I
there.
think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end.
You know I am, Kellogg.
Attacking Q.
That it?
Motherfucker, I'm getting my tits clapped.
Sustaining. Directive received from Kellogg. Intruder.
Where the fuck am I being? Oh, there he is. Shoot his head off. Nice. I'll take that. Hmm. Seems important. You know what? I'm taking it all. Fuck you. Go a
All
fuck of
this tech.
yourself.
You were barely human.
Now I can play soccer with your forehead. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here? Ear examiner. Okay, okay. And just some freaky shit. Gotta take that. That looks cool. Ooh, I see a magazine there too. Okay, I'm just gonna discuss your findings with Nick. Oh, that was easy.
Perfect.
Fucking so damn slow. You know what? I think I want that. Actually, since I have that guy at my thing, I don't really think I need much. Nah, I'll keep it. Maybe I'll get rid of one more of these guns. Damn, 30 pounds? What the fuck? Okay, grenade is leaving. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna. There she goes. Ah, titties, petrified titties. Wish you had titties when you were a kid. Any other shit I could take? Ooh, who are you? A shock baton. Leroy Gas bitch. Okay, let's go. Um, I said I wanted to go, please. Duct tape, yes. I could have swore I had to use a computer to open some shit. Oh, okay, there we go. Anything else? Duct tape. Need a fountain and bobby pin.
Going up.
You damn right. Start if and I bottom that my whole synth army fucking here. Up. It's time. Game is over. I gotta go watch a stream.
Roof
Yep. If
access.
anybody does happen to watch this, please give me give me your opinion on the topics I talked about. And what you think about all the bullshit. Have a good day.